This is an instructional video on the PCM007 pen. There's two operational buttons on the pen. You have one here on the pen clip and the other is on the top of the pen. The button on the top of the pen is essentially a joystick. It can be pushed up, down, right, or left. It can also be clicked straight down. There's two ways to push the buttons. You can do a long press, which is 2 to 3 seconds, or you can do a short press, or just by simply clicking it. There are two ways to turn on the pen to start recording. The first is to do a long press straight down on the button on the top of the pen. The LCD screen will come on. Notice the flickering of the screen. This only shows up this way in the video. When you turn the pen on this way, it goes into standby mode. Push the button on the pen clip to start recording, and when you're finished, push the button again to stop. To turn off the pen, do a long press on the button on the pen clip. The other way to turn the pen on is to long press the button on the pen clip, and it'll start recording directly. So instead of going into the standby mode first and then hitting record, you can go directly from the off position into recording. When the pen is on but in standby mode, in the right hand portion you'll see the names of the files you've recorded. In the right hand portion you see a battery indicator and the wording NB. This is telling us that we have the microphone sensitivity set on normal and that we've chosen folder B to store our recordings. Below this you see the wording XHQ. This is the quality setting that we've chosen to record in as well. You can easily move from one file to the next using the joystick on the top of the pen. We have file 1, 2, and 3. You move from one file to the next by pushing the joystick to the left or to the right. When you've landed on the file that you want to play, simply click straight down on the joystick on the top of the pen to play.
Okay. This is file number 3. This is a test we are recording.
When you're done playing,
B.
just click this button straight down again to stop. You can also adjust the volume. To adjust the volume, simply push the joystick up to move it up, or push it down to adjust it down. There are many different settings within the pen that you can change. From the standby menu, we can easily get into the settings menu by pushing and holding the joystick into the up position for about 2 seconds. Once we're in the settings menu, we can scroll to different menu options by pushing the joystick up or by pushing it down. Let's go through a couple options here. Here we have the equalizer, the repeat option, microphone sensitivity, and mode. Mode is the quality setting at which the pen records at. Right now we have it set on HQ. For this demonstration we're going to go ahead and change the setting to XHQ. To scroll through different options within a menu item, we push the joystick to the left and push it to the right. So let's scroll through some different options within the mode menu setting. We have XHQ, PCM, LP, HQ again. We're going to go ahead and put the pen in XHQ mode. To select this, simply click the joystick straight down. It'll put a checkbox next to the XHQ setting. Now the pen will record in XHQ. Let's go ahead and get out of this menu into the standby screen. I scrolled just by pushing the joystick up or down to get to the exit option. To exit, click the button straight down on the top of the pen. This will bring us back to the standby menu. Now that we have changed these settings, they'll stay set this way, so the next time you turn off the pen or turn it back on, these settings are going to stay in place. There's no need to go back in and change them very often. There are two main modes on this pen. We've been covering the voice recorder mode, but there's also a music mode. You can load your favorite MP3 music files on this pen and use it just like you would an iPod. From the standby menu, you can get into the music mode by pushing and holding the joystick for about 2 seconds into the down position. This gets you into the music mode. I've loaded a few songs on this. You can play the songs directly from the pen itself by clicking straight down on the button on the top of the pen. You can also adjust the volume. When you're done playing, place the button straight down to stop. You can scroll to the different songs by pushing the joystick left or right. You can also plug in headphones or speakers into this. Use the included headphone attachment and you can plug anything you want into this. Also, it works as a microphone input, so you can plug an external microphone into it or a telephone recording attachment when you're recording. Alright, and that's a close look at the 007 pen. Hope you enjoyed the instructional video. Feel free to contact us if you have any more questions.